Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. In pursuit of a stolen magical object, Stormwood and Associates Field Team 623 stepped into a tear between realities and vanished. They found themselves trapped in another plane, facing a reality that was not their own, and driven to avoid dark forces they don't understand. And so, Team 623 finds themselves leaping from world to world, striving to put right what they find wrong, and hoping each time that their next jump will be the jump home. Stormwood and Associates stars Celeste Star Twin as Dee, Gen Proc as Obi, Trey Dorn as Amy, and Becca Johnson as Liz Stormwood. The truck emerges onto a private drive in the middle of a thunderstorm. Rain is pouring down on the truck, and you have very little visibility.
Shit. Okay.
You appear to be going down a long wooded road that is climbing up a hill.
Well, I'm gonna just keep going forward unless,
Everybody roll me a d10.
Two.
7.
5.
Okay. As you're driving up this, it's a very narrow road. There's really only enough room for a vehicle at a time. Obi, you notice there are headlights coming up the road behind you.
Hey, there's somebody behind us.
Hopefully they are friendly.
As you continue up the hill, you arrive at a large house. A very large, fancy home. 2 stories, but the stately manor at some point. It looks a little old, but still lived in. There is light coming from the windows. And you can see a couple of cars are parked out front. D, roll me a d10.
Darn it. 1.
You do not see the you do not see the light glint off the sharp object that is in the middle of the road. You do not see it, but you do manage to drive right over it and put a hole in the tire of the truck as you approach the house.
Oh, crap.
Wow. What happened? What just happened? Okay.
We have a flat tire. That's what happened.
Could you pull over before you destroy the
I'm
rim on my truck?
I'm pulling over.
You're pretty much at the house. And again, it is pouring rain outside.
Shit biscuits.
As you arrive at the house, the car that Obi had seen behind you also pulls up to the house, and a man dressed as a priest gets out of his car and approaches the front door.
What the shit?
Of the house?
Yeah, of the house.
Yeah.
Of the house. Yeah, no, he was driving here and he's going to where he's going.
Yep. Okay. I get out of the car. Go inspect the tire.
All right, there is a piece of broken glass that looks like it's from like the edge of a picture frame. Like it's something had been broken in the road.
Okay. I'm gonna go and see what was in the road.
All right, so you are walking through the rain. Yeah, there are. There's a few more shards. It looks like a broken picture frame, but there is no picture here. Like there's like something was in a picture frame. It was for some reason broken in the road. There's no sign of the photo that was once
All
in
right,
it.
that's fine. I just leave it there.
Yeah.
I go back to the truck. Yeah, it looks like we hit a picture frame, I guess I don't know. Yeah. Amy,
Hit
could
a
you
picture frame?
be able
What?
to?
I can probably fix it in the morning.
Okay.
I'm still a little kind of wonky after
Right.
incinerating Gabo.
I get it.
I used a lot of magic.
You did, and we're all thankful.
No, I'm just really wiped. I mean, I know it's been a few days, but I'm still kind of wiped from it.
Right.
Obi has been watching the priest.
Yeah, and he's waiting at the door, and then he's rung the doorbell, and then after a few minutes, the door opens and the priest is let into the house.
Could Obi see into the house at all?
Roll me a d10.
3.
There was somebody answered the door and let him in. You think he was dressed in like some sort of like maybe a dark suit, but you really didn't like get a good look inside the house past that.
Okay. And the house seems to be quiet.
Clearly somebody's home, like there are lights on,
Yeah.
but there's not like a raucous party going on, and there's only like a couple of cars outside.
Okay, so maybe like a dinner party type situation. Or some other reason,
Yeah.
but
Hey, what's it say on the timer?
That's a good question. What do we got?
It says on the timer 2 days.
Okay.
Well, we're kind of stuck here in front of
stuck here.
somebody's house, uninvited.
We're stuck here until morning, at least.
Yeah.
And then who knows what? We should probably.
As you guys are sitting here, another car comes up the drive.
Ah! Sorry.
You're
Yeah.
surprised at everything.
It's just a car. Yeah. Oh, so these cars are like largely like there's like a modernish car, but the two that have arrived are like kind of older, like maybe like late 40s, early 50s style automobiles.
okay.
But there is like also a car, like one of the cars that's there that was already there looks like it's from like the 1980s. So
Okay.
you're not really sure. And I'll say that when the priest drove by your fancy looking electric truck, he didn't react to it. Yeah, so an old black car. It's like it's older in design, but it's like shiny and new. Pulls up, and a man in a dark green suit steps out and approaches the house. He rings the doorbell. He waits, and then he's allowed in.
I think we can all agree we need to keep Obi safe from that priest.
He could be Anglican. You don't know.
And whatever you gotta tell yourself. Okay. Okay.
Do we just want to
Well,
we're sitting in their driveway in our
yeah,
car.
we might as well
we
like
should-
knock on.
We need to let them know that we have car trouble, and at least, okay. let's. I can go. I'll be back. Okay.
Oh, so
turn-
only Liz is going to go?
I mean, Liz is going. If
Okay.
anyone else is going to come with.
Amy's going to
Obi
go
will
with.
go with.
Amy's going with.
And I'll come with too.
Okay. So you guys approach the door. And so you're just going to ring the doorbell?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys ring the doorbell. After a moment, the door opens. A man in a dark black suit, wearing white gloves and kind of like average build, but you know, a little tall, but not too tall. Just opens the door. Yes, the guests are meeting in the lounge. Please do not reveal details about your personal lives, if possible.
Oh, no.
And
See,
he just opens up and he just points you right towards the lounge.
Okay, thanks.
Obi hasn't.
He guides you through. He guides you.
I guess. Hang on. Yeah, I follow Obi.
Yeah.
Also, follow Obi. Oh, God.
He walks you through the entry hall, through like a little area, and then into a lounge with, you know, green couches and windows facing the front of the house. And you can see the cars parked out front from the lounge. And in there is the priest is sitting there, along with the man. The priest is sitting there, kind of sipping a cup of tea. The man in the green suit is kind of pacing nervously, and there is a young woman, probably late 20s, in a red dress, kind of lounging on a couch. They all kind of look at you, but don't say anything.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes, hello. The man in the green suit's still kind of pacing. Yes.
Nice night, huh?
Just like looks out at the rain. The priest kind of looks up and says, I think I've had better nights than this, but could be worse. We could be out there and not in here.
You're right about that.
I'm Father Gray. It's pleasant to meet you.
My name's Obi.
Well, nice to meet you, Obi. You seem like a bright young lad. And
Sure am.
Who are your friends here?
Oh, this is Liz and Dee and Amy.
Hello.
Hi. Yes, this is the young woman on the couch is Miss Crimson. And the nervous wreck, I have not caught his name yet. Dr. Forrest. My name is Dr. Forrest.
Pleased to meet you all. Yeah.
Believe we're sticking with surnames as we were overall told, but I don't know who started that. Call yourself whatever you want to. I'm not quite sure what's going on here myself.
Okay, well, yeah, neither do we. We just had...
Like, you guys got invited here, or like, did you just kind of end up here?
Yes, the young woman on the couch, we received invitations. I assume you received invitations as well?
That is a reasonable assumption, of course.
I have received invitations to places at points in my life, yes.
She just nods. You hear a doorbell ring again.
Nailed it.
And soon kind of a older woman, kind of dressed in like bohemian clothes that are all kind of shades of purple and violet, walks in, guided by the butler. And the butler pauses as she enters, and he goes, I would like to warn any guests who might be considering using otherworldly gifts while here tonight. And he's looking straight at the woman in purple. There are wards placed on the grounds against the use of psychic or magic abilities. If you attempt to use them while in the house, you will find an unpleasant surprise. So please refrain from indulging. And then he walks out of the room. It's a fucking drag.
Obi goes up to the new lady. Are you? Do you use the arts?
Oh, young boy, I do. My name is Madam Violet. I am a seer of all truths, futures, presents, and pasts.
My name's Obi.
colorful
Nice to meet
lot
ya.
here.
Yes. Dr. Forrest, you said a colorful lot here. You said, the guy who identifies Dr. Forrest, like, yeah, because we're all totally using our real names. That is 100% a thing that is happening.
Yep.
I thought
Yep.
so.
And then finally, after a few more minutes, you hear another ring at the doorbell. And after another moment, a woman who probably looks like she's in her early 70s and dressed all in kind of dark yellows walks in. Just, okay, I can find the lounge. I can find the lounge on my own. You can just go do something else. And she walks in, and yeah. And she just
Hello.
stops and looks at you and goes, yes. Well, we're all having our time wasted here tonight.
Hi, my name's Obi.
Hello, Obi. I'm Mrs. Goldenrod.
Nice to meet ya.
Yeah. Okay. So I would like to go over to Dr. Forrest
Okay.
and be like, Doctor, this is all incredibly weird, isn't it? Right?
Yes. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been thinking. This is all insane.
Yes. It is. What?
Some mysterious stranger sends you a random invitation telling you to be out here, and then, well, what else? I discussed the rest of the invitation. It just seems.
I agree. It's so odd. What do you think is going on?
I don't know. It's hoping to find out. You came in using first names, and were your instructions different? I'm not supposed to discuss the instructions. Okay.
Amy, are we in the Clueniverse? Like in the game Clue?
I don't know. After you are here for probably about like 5 or 6 minutes after Mrs. Goldenrod arrived, the butler comes back. He goes, now that you are all here, I have been instructed to lead you to dinner, where your host will arrive and reveal himself in the dining room. You may all...
I hope he doesn't reveal too much about himself.
The butler just kind of looks at you. Yes. Well, if you would please follow me. And you are led.
Sir, I really need to talk with you, please.
He starts leading you all to the dining room.
Okay.
Well, I will say, like, he, like, gestures for you all to enter without entering the dining room himself. And so everyone else is going in. If you want to, like, just not immediately walk in and talk to him, you can.
I'm going to hang back.
Okay.
And when everyone else has gone through, I'll be like, so, hi, we had car trouble outside. We need to, see about, we need to inform you, I guess, that we're here. That's all. We can be going.
You do not need to provide me any information. I have been instructed not to learn about you by my employer.
Okay, but you just... Okay, I'll speak to your employer. I hate to be like this, but can I please speak to your manager?
My employer, Mr. Cadaver, will be with you in a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Please have a seat in the dining room. We have added
so.
the required chairs. There are enough chairs for you, but you also have been here for a little bit, so...
Yeah.
After you sit down, after a few moments, plates are... The butler returns with plates for each of you, and actually each plate has a letter on it. And including the plates that are put in front of you, Obi, D, Liz, and Amy. The four of you have plates with unmarked envelopes on them.
I really think there has been some mistake.
Obi's
Okay.
like ripping in there.
All right. Obi, you're going to read your... I'm just going to tell you, all your envelopes say the exact same thing.
Cool. Obi's ripping in.
All right. So, Obi, you open up your envelope. There is a small card in it. It simply says, "Hey, I don't know who you are, but just don't say anything and ruin this for us. We got a thing going on here, so if you just could, like, pretend you're supposed to be here and not say anything, it would be great."
Obi just like has a huge grin and like
Okay.
like tries to really subtly like nod and like thumbs up.
Everybody roll me a d10.
4.
Oh, okay.
3.
4, 4, 3. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yes.
Real observant this time around.
I don't want to tell you anything with those rolls.
You don't have to.
So after everyone has had a chance to read their cards, and most of them put them back on the plate, the butler comes back in and says, "Yes, please put your letters back on your plates. We will be disposing of them. Please remember that what you have read is for your eyes only and for no one else's. Is that understood?"
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you bet.
And he comes around and he collects the plates. And he leaves the room with the letters. After about a minute, he comes back with soup.
Yay.
Of course.
And yeah, you have a bowl of minestrone in front of you. So that weather, the Father Gray is just like,
Yep.
Just,
Real wet out there, isn't it?
you know,
Real weathery.
it really does show the power of God.
Sure.
Oh, I mean, everyone started eating. I'm surprised you didn't lead us in grace.
I am aware that not everyone here may be of my particular religious affiliation, and so I choose not to impose on others.
And what might that be, Father?
You're not supposed to ask.
I'm
course.
an
I'm sorry.
Anglican. I do not. I'm an Anglican priest.
Okay. I was raised Catholic myself.
Well,
well, you're like almost there, right? Like you're just like a few inches from getting it right. And he kind of winks.
Yeah.
Never could understand the prohibition against that's good luck to those boys. Oh God, no, that's not what I meant. I was talking about the oh God.
D looks more sus than before.
Obi is trying to remember proper etiquette when dealing with soup. And so he's got the soup spoon and he's like dipping and like clinking against it, like scraping it up against the side so it doesn't spill.
Everybody,
so you hear a little like screech.
Everybody roll me a d10.
9.
10.
Yeah, it's 6.
All right. Oh, I forgot to have somebody show up, didn't I?
Make them show up now.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna have to. You hear a doorbell.
Oh no, they were late.
This is clearly important and on this way on purpose. Yeah, you hear a doorbell, and then after a few moments, a very wet man in a navy blue suit walks in. So sorry I'm late. While as he's let in, a plate is put down with a letter on it. It's at a chair at the end of the table, not the head of the table, at the foot of the table. And he goes, "So I'm supposed to read this? Yes, you're supposed to read
that
this.
and don't tell us.
And don't, yeah, as the small child said. Thank you.
My name's Obi. What's yours?
I'm Captain Azure.
Cool.
Now, he's just reading the letter. He said, well, this is... Come on. Come on.
Did Andrew not get the same letter we got? I feel like he's ruining it.
Mrs. Goldenrod just goes, you're not supposed to tell us what's in it, my dear. I said, well, I'm not. What, you somehow was come on? I can tell you the words come on are not written in it, okay? It's a genuine human reaction. Give me a flippin' break here. All right. And he just puts in the letter and then, like, literally, like, the butler, like, grabs the plate with the letter and puts down a bowl of soup and leaves. So, what did I miss? Well, I was, it's, Dr. Force, what did I miss? Well, yes, not much. We just kind of like we were in the lounge, and then like he had us come in here and they gave us all the letters. You got your letter, and I'm not going to tell you what was in the letter, but yeah, no, it's just sort of a thing. Oh, yeah, okay. This doesn't seem like much of a party. He kind of looks over, and yeah, so Captain Azure, he's like probably late 20s, dark hair, dark eyes, kind of classically handsome. Yeah, and he's just wearing a really well-tailored suit, and he kind of like glancing around the table. He was like, I don't know. I feel like who knows? I don't know. I feel like if someone invites you to a party, it should be a party. She knows what I'm talking about. He points right at D.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
Yeah. You carrying? It's like, you got anything?
Not with me currently.
No. Okay. Okay.
So, Captain, you're in the service?
I was honorably discharged, but people still call me Captain, so I just kind of go with it. I'm not supposed to. Okay, I'm not supposed to. Sorry, I'd tell you more. I mean,
no, I understand.
Because frankly, I'd probably tell you anything you asked me. But no, Yeah, I don't know. Stupid rule. Who throws a party with rules? And invites the elder. This is weird. Does anybody else think it's weird?
So is there some sort of game going on here?
Not that I'm aware of. Captain
Okay.
Ezra said. And the young woman in the red dress just kind of looks and goes, I don't find anything fun or amusing over what has brought me here tonight. If this is a game, I'm not the one playing it.
Dee is looking noticeably more concerned.
After a few minutes, the soup, the butler comes in and takes the soup away. Everybody roll me a d10.
5.
7.
6.
Liz, you notice that some of the guests didn't eat any of their soup. Lady Crimson, Dr. Forrest, and Captain Azure did not actually eat any of their soup.
Not hungry, Captain?
No, man. I just I got McDonald's on the road. It's sorry. And he mimes zipping his lips, and then he mimes zipping his lips and then throwing away a key.
Right. Okay.
And then, sorry.
Did you? So, I mean, it's a dinner party, though.
Well, actually, they didn't tell me that part.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get. Did you guys know it was a dinner party? About literally,
maybe I assumed.
Literally, everybody else at the table nods.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I mean, I guess I kind of skimmed the invitation. I don't know. I just kind of read the line where it say, "Hey, Captain Azure, you're invited to a party," and I saw the date and time, and I just kind of came. I mean, there's a bunch of the letter thing was weird, but I just kind of skimmed. I mean, who writes that many words in an invitation and expects people to read it? Right? She knows what I'm talking about. He points at D.
Sure. Yeah, that's writing. That's weird.
All right, so when's this guy gonna show up and talk to us?
I would very much like to know that. Yes.
And as that is said,
I have to have some words with him.
the door opens, and the butler enters, and he comes in and he goes, "Mr. Cadaver is ready for you," and a medium build, medium height, medium man, the most medium of men, walks in. He's well dressed, but very mediumly. Walks in and sits at the head of the table. And he looks at you all. And he goes, "That will be all, Dawsworth." And Butler goes, "Yes, sir. The main course will be served in 10 minutes. And he walks out. All right. I'm sure you're all wondering why I've brought you here, except for those of you who absolutely know for certain why you're here." And he's kind of looking around the room. Roll me a d10.
10.
10.
6.
So, Obi and Liz, when he says some of you know absolutely certain why you're here, he looks right at Miss Crimson. Now, You all know what business I'm in. You all know what I do and how I've made my money. What we're going to explore tonight is possibilities for the future and how we can make a whole lot more money. Now, I know not all of you trust me, and I know that not all of you even like me. He looks straight at Miss Crimson again. But I believe that with our talent and our skills and our unique... The lights go out. There is a scream. There is what sounds like a gunshot. There is just large... There's movement around the table. Like, people have gotten up and moved around, but you can't see who it is. You hear a door slam, and the lights come back on. Oh, yeah, there was a lightning bolt in there somewhere, too. I'll have to remember to add that in post. When the lights come on, Mr. Cadaver is face down on the table, and also there's a large knife sticking out of his neck.
Oh. Okay. I would
Wow,
like
this
to
is
go...
a hell of a party. Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/Stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game. So, an actual play game like this one, but like, you know, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows two people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.